today's high-end gaming, we talk about the Assassin's Creed series. I'm your host, Matt. With me is my co-host, Teddy. And
Yo, what's up,
we have a Roshawn friend with us. He is our recurring guest. He's an actor, comedian, and content creator living in Los Angeles. I guess, not sure if you wanted me to tell him where you live.
Yeah, I mean, Los Angeles is a big place, so, you know.
His address is...
Wow.
So, a little bit about Roshawn. He's a former member of the KKK, but allegedly he was caught.
Terrible.
And when he was caught, he said, "No, this isn't a Klan hood. I'm just a big fan of Assassin's Creed."
Wow.
That was ridiculous.
No, that was a bit out there.
Yeah, well, it's true. And you could read it in the history books.
For context,
Yeah.
I'm black.
Yeah, with a name like Roshawn, I don't think it was that much of a stretch.
Wow. You lucky I know you and we're friends.
So, this podcast, this is our third podcast on Remotely. We want to thank Remotely FM. If you're a podcaster, you know how difficult it can be to record high-quality remote interviews. I found Remotely FM on Reddit, and it makes it super simple for anybody to record their next interview. The platform, it records like each participant locally, separately, studio quality audio on their own, from their own computer. So it's not like a server. The tracks are automatically backed up, and if you want to start recording great remote interviews, learn more, go to Remotely FM. It's a little plug for Remotely like right there. My buddy, founder of Remotely FM, Daniel Redfalk.
Nice.
I got his name right this time. It was a fucking disaster last time.
Dope. Yeah, you should get it right.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of all of us right now because that was good. So, all right, let's just get into Assassin's Creed. Okay,
Yes.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. I fucking loved Assassin's Creed, the first one. Wait, what games have you guys been playing? We fucking skipped that last time. That was my bad, Ted. You called me
Yeah,
out.
I was just getting ready to ask you about that.
I did that last time. We interviewed BNAP, the guy who does the music for the intro and outro.
Okay.
And I completely forgot. It was a pretty high stress interview. We were all pretty geeked. and
Isn't that supposed to like de-stress you?
Yeah.
yeah, no, not when you have to perform and shit. I don't know.
Oh well, you should definitely.
I'm a cave
try
person.
to talk to Snoop Dogg because I'm pretty sure he gets baked before he works.
Well, at
I've
that
heard-
point, he's like Lance Armstrong, where they say like Lance Armstrong could breathe like 20% nitrogen. Like
What?
that's why he's like they think that's why he's such an amazing athlete. The bike guy, right?
Yeah.
He's not the one who went to the moon. Is Louis Armstrong, right?
No, that's like a...
I know. That's Neil. That's Neil A. spelled backwards. Is alien, first guy on the moon. No big deal.
Wow.
I actually met Lance Armstrong. I met him on a USO tour.
How many nuts did he have when you met him?
I don't check for other guys.
Well, I mean, it was nobody
That's not
checks,
something
but it's in the
that's not
news.
something-
It's in
That's
the
not
news
something
when
I
his-
personally care about. So
It wasn't personal. It was on the
No,
news.
they took his
No,
medals
I'm
away,
saying-
right? Because he cheated?
Yeah, they took his balls away because he cheated. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm just saying I try not to concern myself with the balls of other dudes. I feel like they got that handled. They don't need any outside interference from
they
me.
don't want you to handle it, is what you're saying.
Hey,
Their
no,
balls.
I'm happy to oblige.
All right, well, let's move on from this.
All right, so what have you played? What have you played, Matt?
Well, I've been playing that game I was telling you guys about. I talked to you guys about it multiple times. That survivalist game where you're like on a desert island and you...
Amnesia?
No, it's called The Survivalist, and you get to train monkeys to... And I fucking love it. There was a bit of a learning curve. It's on Switch. It's fucking awesome. It'd probably be better on PC because there's like... It's a survival game. It's like a sandbox. But I have a fucking army of monkeys, and I fucking destroy people. I'm just rolling around. Like I have one monkey who just carries a box, and that's where I stash all my stuff. And then I have about 6 other monkeys with like bow and arrow, spears, swords, and
Do you have a right-hand man monkey that's name is Bubbles?
His name is Whitcomb.
Whitcomb,
yeah, and he's a blonde monkey, and he gets like the golden sword. He's a straight up beast. He was my first.
So basically, what I'm hearing is you're playing a potentially Planet of the Apes type game where your Whitmore monkey will be Caesar and try to overthrow you. That's all I can think about.
Damn, I didn't even think to name one of them Caesar.
What?
Because you can like rename them and shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fun ass fucking game. I knew it was gonna be fun. I'm happy I got it. It was only $25
so
too.
ridiculous.
No, it's just good. I've been playing that.
It's an independent game. From like an independent studio?
Sort of. Yeah, it's an independent studio. It's a big independent studio. But
okay.
What was the other game? Oh, I was playing another game called Wargroove, which I don't know if you guys ever played Advance Wars or ever heard of it.
Yeah, the tactical military RPG or whatever.
Yeah, it's basically that, but medieval times. I grinded on that hard. So two Switch games. That's what I've been playing. How about you?
So I had to throw it back. So I'm a super fan of the Naruto series. So I actually been playing what is it? Ultima I can't even remember the name of the game. It's one of the Naruto games. Ultimate Ninja something.
Yeah, they're all trash, so you don't have to be specific.
Ultimate Ninja Storm
Wow.
Dude, let me stop you real quick, Roshawn. Ted, this guy used to have arguments. We used to have arguments that Naruto could beat Goku in a fight. So just a little bit of fucking information for you ahead of time.
So I think I played one of those Naruto games, and there's so many damn mechanics in it. But isn't there only like one attack button?
Well, kinda, and yes. Like I haven't played a lot of them. I think this is like the first one I've played in like the Ultimate Ninja Storm series. Like my biggest beef, because it's a fighting game.
Yeah.
But like the mechanics, they're a little bit different. But the thing,
is it like 3D? Does it go like
kind of? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing that got me is that they don't have no proper tutorial. Normally like when you do something like your first mission, your first fight, it goes through this does that and that does this, yada yada yada.
Yeah, Tekken's like that. Tekken don't got no type of tutorial.
Oh, it does it on the most minute scale. And I had to like go online to figure out how to do like specific jutsus and stuff. And like,
it almost feels like games expect us to do that at this point.
Yeah, that's whack.
Well,
I don't have to look it up. Like
they don't have books and games anymore, right? It's a digital manual now, right?
Yeah, fuck that. Why would they spend money on printing that shit?
Yeah, but and you know what? I think a lot of
bags.
like the discs are going to be almost extinct in a minute. Almost.
Dude, we're lucky that the new systems have versions of them that have discs. Do you know what I mean? I think we're lucky, yo.
Dude, I used to love
they want to digitize everything so fast.
Doug, do you remember the booklets for some of the old school games? Like how they got super disappointing as time went on was they put less content in them?
Yeah. That was a sad downfall.
Yeah, the books for video games was sort of like buying a new CD and getting the booklet and looking at the lyrics.
Yeah, Doug, that was like the whole shit.
Like,
yeah, you got the game, and it's like you've been anticipating this game and shit. You take it out of the package, you throw it in, or maybe your brother or somebody throws it in first because they're older and they get to play first.
No, but
then you go through the book. You like look through the book first. You know what I mean? It's like it was like the true intro to the game. A lot of games have the tutorials there.
I would pick up the book and I would bend it to see if there was a CD in there because the CD is not going to like flex that much. So I'd be like, all right, this one's got one. And I'll just pick that one up or like rip the CD out or, you know what I mean? Do what you had to do. But for a long time, I don't know for how long, but this is still when we were kids anyway. But for a long time, they had demo discs and like game books.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember those.
True that.
So let's dive into Assassin's Creed. Did you ever notice that assassin is like?
All right, let's start.
Assassin.
Let's start off on a good note. All right, and let's talk about our favorite Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I think that would be a good jumping off point.
Let me go first because I've only played one, so I don't have anything to fucking talk about. Assassin's Creed, the first Assassin's Creed I played in my teens, and I fucking loved it. I 100%ed that game. It might be actually the first game that I ever 100%ed, and I never played another one after that, even though I always wanted to. Every single one that's come out, I've wanted to play it, and I just kept not doing it. I don't know why.
You know what? I actually forgot. I don't think I answered the question earlier.
What have you been playing?
I've been playing my Vita a lot because my homie gave me a cord because they're like hard to get. So he mailed me a cord, and now I'm playing my modded Vita, and it's pretty dope.
What games?
I was playing Hotline Miami.
Ooh. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, what's
that? That's just hard as shit, dude.
Oh, dude, you don't know what Hotline... Yo, Roshawn, since you got the PC now, you should check out Hotline Miami if you can get a copy of it. That shit's dope.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a play. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Short game.
Okay.
Hey, yo, real quick sidebar. Ted, I hear, like, are you tapping on your mic?
Was I?
Yeah.
I think I was moving my knee. Hold on.
Yeah, I hear a little bit of...
All right, there we go.
Yeah, it might be a chair or something.
Yeah. All right.
Sit still.
So, what was your favorite then, Teddy? What was you just
my
told
favorite
us about the PS Vita?
Well, my favorite was Assassin's Creed 3, but then when Rogue came out, that was my new favorite.
Did you play 2 with Ezio?
Ezio?
Sure. That's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah, I played all those. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so you still think the third was your favorite. Which time period was the third?
I was like colonial times.
Is that when you were the Native American?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it takes place in the States.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Sean, what's your favorite? Because I know you got into the game late.
Yeah, so I arrived to the franchise super late. Although I did play the first one, but I remember when I played the first one.
Dude, I think everybody played the first one. That shit was fire.
That shit was only on PlayStation 3 also, I think.
PlayStation 2, I think.
Yeah,
no, dude, PlayStation 3.
No, I never had a PlayStation 3, so it had to be PlayStation 2.
Or it could have been Xbox 360.
Or Xbox.
They must have ported it over late then.
Yeah. Well, whatever platform I played on, I remember I played it for like an hour. And I just didn't. It was so different for me that I was like, yo, I don't even like this. Assassin's Creed
love that game.
Sucks. And I never played another one again until what was it? Syndicate. You know, somebody told me, like, oh, you should try this game because I had like some GameStop like credit that I hadn't used. And I was looking for a fun game. I asked the guy at the counter. He was like, "Oh yeah, you can get a." I was trying to choose between Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Black Flag, and I got Syndicate when I probably should have gotten Black Flag.
For me personally, I didn't like Black Flag. Yeah, I think Black Flag was trash.
What?
Yeah.
So which ones did you play, Teddy? Because all right, so there's Assassin's Creed 1. Well, it's just Assassin's Creed. Mm-hmm. Then there's Assassin's Creed 2, and then there's like three games.
No. You're wrong already.
Jesus.
So Assassin's Creed 1, and then it's Assassin's Creed 2, then Brotherhood, then I forget what the fucking third one's called.
So, but there's 3,
and then there's the third one,
right?
Yeah, there's 3 about Ezio.
Like in a row, and then there's Assassin's Creed 3, then there's Black Flag, then there's
Rogue, and Unity. They came out in the same year.
Syndicate.
I think Syndicate was a ripoff of Brotherhood.
Origins.
Or that's when they started making it
RPG? So it's Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Revelations. 3. Mm-hmm. Black Flag, Rogue, Unity, Syndicate.
Okay.
And then that's when it moves into like the newer like action RPG with Origins Odyssey.
Yeah. Which is like a whole different type of game.
Yeah, and that's
technically.
That's when I got into the franchise.
What's the big difference? Like, what's the big difference in the gameplay? Not talking about the fucking
gameplay's the same. It's just the way
the back end shit's different.
The type of like. the hit points and like you gotta level up your items and like dumb shit like that. Like RPG elements.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it could be, all the other classic Assassin's Creed games is very much about, sneaking around, stabbing people or whatever.
Yeah, it's a stealth game. It's a stealth game.
I spent the most time in the new trilogy playing Odyssey. And you don't have to use any stealth if you don't want to. You can just like charge into forts, and go ape shit if you want it.
Yeah.
Huh?
So.
Okay. So
it's always been an open world, open ended type of game.
Dude, I love the first game. It will always hold a good place in my heart. And I hear from people it's the worst one.
As far as mechanics, yeah.
So, okay, despite the fact that it's my favorite game, I like the story of it. The mechanics are bad, but despite that. The story of Assassin's Creed. The story of Assassin's Creed itself. How much do you know about the whole timeline, Roshawn?
What about the mythology?
Yeah, like the whole timeline from like, because you know about the Isu, right?
Yeah. That's like the ancient race of like first people.
Yeah, the fucking dumb stuff. So you know about that.
Yeah. Well, because that's
I didn't know about any of that shit, dude. Because I only played the first game. None of that shit's in there.
Well, that's in like Odyssey. Super, super heavy. Because, like, in Odyssey, it's set in ancient Greece. And you actually play, if you choose to do the male or the female, you play as the granddaughter to Leonidas of Sparta. Yeah. And Leonidas is a direct descendant of the Isu.
Yeah, because he's a direct descendant of the people who can't be bent to their will because they don't have the brain neurotransmitters that the Isu can control them. Right. I read all about it. And as much as I think it's fucking dumb and
it sounds ridiculous when you talk about it out loud.
And clearly an afterthought story after the success of the first game, I kind of love the idea and the lore that they put into it. Ancient race of creatures that basically got wiped out from a solar flare. Shit happens. And one of their people tried to fuck them over, so they had to breed with the humans to stay populated. And, 70,000 years later is Desmond Miles. Imagine, like, being
AKA
important.
Jesus too, right?
Yeah, AKA Jesus too. Imagine being, like, the most important fucking person in the history of the world and being named Desmond.
I mean, that would be unfortunate.
Like, nothing, no cool name, Desmond. Like, what's even the nickname for Desmond besides D?
Dez.
Yeah,
or
Dez.
D.
Dez Nuts. How about Dez Nuts? So, the whole, like, people in ancient times, Minerva and Juno, that stuff's okay. I guess it's kind of cool, but it's clearly an afterthought. And I wanted to talk to you guys about that.
Yeah, well, you can kind of see it in the...
Sorry, I had to cough.
You can kind of see it in the games, if you've played like the first couple games, like what was it? The third Ezio game looks like it just cash grab.
Right. Well, my thing was like, it seems like games have to, like, the first game has to prove itself with the gameplay and mechanics. It's like, it seems like all the like great franchises don't and can't focus on storyline the first go around. They have to focus on the gameplay. Like, think about Halo, think about like Gears of War, and just think about Metal Gear Solid. Like, they had this awesome fucking game, super revolutionary game. Also think about Dragon Ball, super revolutionary anime. That they get all this money and all these fans, and the producers, like the people who, the money makers, they're like, yo, we got to keep this going. We need more. Do you have more? And they're like, sure, I'll be back in 6 months with a whole storyline. And that is 100% what happened with Halo. That is 100% what happened with Assassin's Creed.
I forget for how long Assassin's Creed was coming out every year. For a certain amount of time, it was coming out every single year.
Yeah.
Like Madden.
Yeah, it was. It came out like every year, and then they took a year off when Origins came out. Like before Origins came out, they had took like a year off before
It's
the next
too
one
much,
was released.
man. It's
And
too
then
much.
And then they took the only other time they took a year off is this time. Odyssey came out 2 years ago, and Valhalla comes out next month.
So you don't really know much about the actual storyline of Desmond, do you, Sean? Like the current storyline of what's going on with the human race, basically.
Maybe tell me.
Ted, you wanna?
All right. Desmond's like Jesus. Well, okay. So, Roshawn, you've played Origins and what? What was the other one?
Odyssey.
Odyssey. Okay, Origins, Odyssey, and then there's another one, right?
Yeah, Valhalla's coming out.
Oh no, that you've played.
Oh, Syndicate.
Okay, Syndicate. So I've played the first one, all the Ezio shit, the third one, and Rogue. So those are the ones I've played. I guess we're missing somebody who played Unity and was the one in Paris.
Was it Revelations?
Yeah. So like I know all about like the beginning shit.
So what I know is that like the first one happens, he gets the pieces of Eden, and then the second one, like you find the pieces of Eden, and like Desmond sort of realizes that he's like this special person trying to save the world. Mm-hmm. From Juno, right?
From 2012, basically.
Yeah, from 2012. And basically what happens in 2012 is this chick Juno is going to like either she's going to get released from like her god prison and fuck everybody up. And Desmond is trying to stop her.
Yeah.
So, there's like, at the end of the third game, Desmond, spoiler alert, Desmond Miles, cool name guy, he has two choices. He can either keep this bitch Juno, I think it's Juno, keep the bad god woman, the bad Isu, locked up in like god prison. But by doing that, they can't activate the planetary defense fucking Aurora Borealis to save the Earth from the solar flare, because the solar flare is coming. So he either lets the solar flare come and it kills like all but like 500 people.
You're missing something. If he does that, then he gets like.
So
they worship him after that.
Yeah.
So hold on. I have a question. So Desmond is the ancestor, or is the person
He's the descendant? Desmond's
Okay.
like the dude you play as in like modern times in the first 3 games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's the one that gets into the machine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, end of the third game, you're tasked with this choice. Like, well, I mean, you don't get to make the choice, but Desmond is tasked with the choice to either release this chick and defend the planet from the solar flare, or by touching this glowing orb, this throbbing glowing orb, or he's supposed to not let her free, let the solar flare come and fuck shit up. He'll be part of the survivors. Then he'll like start a new planet and start a new like group of people, and he'll become like a Jesus character. And then eventually, after he dies, people will use his words to kill each other again, and the cycle will repeat. And he ultimately chooses to not have the solar flare fuck people up. He touches the orb. The evil god lady who's going to subjugate the entire human race gets let out. And then nobody knows what happens next because they didn't fucking continue the story.
Well, that was starting to sound a little far-fetched.
Yeah, it's fucking published.
Yeah.
They're sticking with it.
That's a synopsis, all right.
That's like legit. Like, I didn't make it up. Some asshole at Assassin's Creed Warehouse made it up. But that's the story. And then I don't know that. And then apparently, like, every other game that happens before the end of the third game, right, Ted?
Yeah, like the end of the third game is supposed to be like the finale of like them finding that shit. But apparently, there's more apples eaten out.
Yeah, because they made fucking 6 more games.
Yeah, but all the ancestors are Desmond's ancestors, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think because Origins
because they take his body and they use his DNA, and then that's what they make the Abstergo Industries from his fucking DNA, and then people use that shit at like, I don't know if it had those scenes in Origin where it like cuts to like now times, and you're at like a fucking computer desk, and you turn around and there's like mad Assassin's Creed dolls and shit around, and like it's weird. They make it into like a job, so it's like a game in a game in a game in someone's memory.
That's crazy.
Now,
yeah, because I think the new trilogy, all that stuff kind of happens before like the Templars and the Order of the Assassins.
Yeah.
who's the most important assassin though? Is it Altair? In the storyline,
what game is he from?
The first one. He's the first guy.
Okay.
I don't know. I think Ezio's the most important one.
Yeah,
Oh,
Well,
shit,
he's the most popular.
I think that was me.
Well, he's got the most games.
Yeah. Well,
Like no one else has 2 games, let alone 3 games about them.
Desmond does.
Actually, no, I lied. The first dude has a game on PSP.
Yeah, he has Altair Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
When he's an old man and he comes back, because Altair's story is pretty dope. It's actually he's cool. But I guess Ezio seems to be the most important.
Yeah, and that happens during the Crusades, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Altair shit.
So like all those
end of
like
the
earlier
Third
Assassin's
Crusade.
Creeds, one of the things I like about the new trilogy is that like in the historical like times that they base it in, it's like based around like they have like real people and locations and
Yeah, like
real stuff that
Machiavelli's
happens.
and that shit.
Yeah, man,
Da
that's-
Vinci.
That's the
So-
glory of creative or historical fiction, man.
Yeah. So I mean, are the earlier games like that as well, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fight like Templars, and in the one game, you literally fist fight the Pope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because say for example for like Odyssey, you know, you interact with Socrates, the playwright Aristophanes, who's the doctor guy with the
Hippocrates.
yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I probably
Hippocrates.
said his fucking
Hippocrates.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think Washington has his George Washington has his own DLC, the tyranny of
Washington
George
killed-
Washington.
Dude, in the one, the Native American one, George
he kills a lot of
Washington's
people.
the one who kills the main character's mom.
What?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the one. GW shows up on his stallion and burns this woman to death.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like
And
she's
that's
a witch or
why-
something?
No, she's
no,
no,
she's
she
just some
got
Native
caught in fire.
American lady.
Yeah.
He just likes killing Native Americans.
I mean,
So they imply.
What?
As so they imply.
Oh.
yeah, well, I mean, that's what a lot of colonial white folks like to do.
Yeah. Hey, what can you do?
Yeah.
It's a business.
Wow.
So,
Terrible.
so why are none of the assassins women?
No, there's one,
There
but she
are,
was
the-
forced on the Vita.
Yeah, no, they were forced. You get what I'm saying. Like, there's no story where it's like just you pick a woman. Like, you don't have a choice. You should just
No, but yeah, Odyssey, you can choose to pick a woman. The main character.
no. You can choose. It's not. I don't want there to be a choice. Is what
No,
I'm saying.
no.
Ah, man. Well, you know,
what was the one on
Ubisoft,
the Vita called?
the
Damn.
Vita.
Yeah,
I know.
it was with a
The
black
Syndicate
chick.
is the Fry twins. One was a woman. Now you know you're right. I don't think I've seen one where it's just like
Here's the
solely
thing.
one. But Ubisoft was weren't they accused of like sexism? And they had the one guy, the
course
creative
they were.
director, the creative director on Valhalla had to he was fired because he was like sleeping with his mistress or something.
What?
Yeah,
Well, that's what you're supposed to do with your mistress. I'm just saying.
you should never get married.
No, I'm saying if you have a mistress, you're supposed to
Oh.
fuck her.
Well, okay,
You know,
yeah.
you just have a mistress who cooks for you. Like you're gonna, you gotta get some play. You gotta get some play for the
If you're gonna risk
risk.
it all,
Yep, you're gonna risk 50% of your shit.
Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation for the PlayStation Vita.
Now, here's my question about having a female character. So you say you're Desmond Miles and you go back in time and you're playing as a woman. What do you do first?
Come on, dude. That's a trick question.
Yeah, that's
What
like
do
a
you do
loaded
first? You touch your boobs or your vagina?
Wow. You about to get canceled.
What the fuck?
I was trying to help you out, but there was no way I could help you out.
Yeah, I can. Well, I can cut it out. I probably won't though, because who gives a fuck? What is it? We're talking about fictional shit.
True.
But do you think that's why they didn't have a like he can only go into the male fucking brain or something like that?
No, well, I think it has something to do with the tradition of patriarchy and thinking that, you know, only men can like kind of be like heroes, that women don't do heroic shit, which isn't true. History is littered with heroic women who done incredible shit. So,
Dude, I just seen a post on Instagram, and you know that's probably true. Of this, like the most badass pirate in history was a Chinese woman.
really,
Yeah, just like
that's interesting.
You look at the photo of her, and it's just like, okay, yep.
A Chinese pirate. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, the fact that Chinese pirates exist, I don't think was the interesting part. The fact that it was there.
Yeah, well, no. Well,
I mean, here we go, assuming her gender. She's been dead for hundreds of years.
Wow.
What can you do? You can't do it. It's wrong.
you know, like I know pirates can be from anywhere in the world, but you know, I never, you know, you don't typically think of like
Well, can they
China.
be from anywhere in the world?
And Black Flag, he
gotta be
called
water.
himself a privateer. He said,
yeah, well-
I'm a privateer. He lied to his wife.
Well, anything, anybody who like robs and steals in like international territory, technically is like
You
a
need
pirate.
water. You need water.
Nah. Remember, you seen the movie? What's the movie with Matt Damon?
He's in like more than one though.
The one he's on Mars. He has like a whole speech about. Well, no, you're right, because he talk about it's governed by maritimes. Deals with
Yeah.
water.
Well, I feel like pirates. Yeah, okay, space pirates, but you got to say space pirates. Now, if you were talking about space pirates and fucking Jack Sparrow showed up, you like, dude, why didn't you tell me they were regular pirates? You know, like that's a regular pirate. Space pirate is definitely something different. Especially if you played Metroid. They're fucking bug people. All right. So how much is Assassin's Creed stolen from the Matrix?
Oh my God.
What do you think?
The jacking in shit is definitely stolen from the Matrix.
Yeah, but the Matrix stole from a Japanese anime, so
What Japanese anime was that?
I don't have time to look it up. But there's definitely like heavy implications that this. I saw the anime. I remember watching it. It's like,
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, you just gotta look up like what anime was the Matrix stolen from. But you know, it's kind of unfair to say that you can't have a game concept where you jack in and you experience ancestor stuff, because that's not really what the Matrix is, right? You know,
No.
ancestor stuff. It's just a computer.
Yeah,
it's just
but the
computer.
Matrix is like real time. You're living your real life just in like a computer simulation.
But like Desmond will die in real life in the Animus if you die in the Assassin's Creed. Yeah, right?
Wait,
Yeah, he dies. If you die, you die.
You mean if you get desynchronized?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
different.
yeah, I
That's
guess so.
different.
Wait, so if he dies in like the pyramids,
No, he good. It's like a video game
uh,
because it is a video game.
Well, no, because I know like in like the brief like little cutscenes they have in like Odyssey, they were saying like, oh, be careful if you spend too long in the Animus, you know, because they got to read your vitals and stuff like that. So I think you can definitely be killed.
yeah, I think so. So, what was the question I asked? Oh yeah, is it like the Matrix? You looked that shit up, Ted?
No,
You said you was liar.
Oh,
great.
Totally did not.
I was like, oh, like hey, Roshawn, let's talk about something while Teddy's looking that shit up. Didn't even happen.
All right, so you said that the first Assassin's Creed is your favorite. So
It's the only one I played. Yeah.
yeah. So what were the things you liked most about it, and what are some of the things you hated about
The
it?
traversal, dude, the traversal and the size of it were huge for me. Like a game, it was a big game for its time, but really the traversal, the jumping, like I liked that there was the whole stealth. You could like walk around and there'd be you do something to get a guard's attention, and then you got to go like walk next to a bunch of people in white robes, and you'd like disappear, stuff like that. You guys,
like the social blending.
yeah, the social blending. I liked all the aspects of it, and to the point, it was a super significant, culturally significant game, because any game with traversal at this point is always going to get compared to Assassin's Creed, in my opinion.
Right, because they were the first ones to really like
Yeah, that was big.
do
that was big for me.
do like the verticality, like
Yep, like climbing, like you had to strategize your climb and shit.
they were
Dark,
like
is it Dark City? Are you talking about?
Yep. Wait, Dark City, the movie or the anime?
I can't tell right now.
Because Dark City is like a weird fucking movie.
No, it's a weird movie.
Yeah. No, Dark City is one of them. We'll
I guess it's one of them.
yeah. It's not really worth watching unless, you've seen every other movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what were you saying, Roshawn? Get back to what...
yeah. No, I was saying, what were the things you like the best about?
Oh, right. No, I
Assassin's
remember
Creed 1? And the
rolling
worst.
around on the horse. I remember the fighting on the horses was fun. I liked that you actually had to travel from like Jerusalem to Damascus, like by horse.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
That part, it was like you unlock different cities. It had a lot of like Grand Theft Auto aspects to it, of the missions, and you could do the main story missions or you could do side quests. You could kill the main assassinations you could do in different ways. I love that game. And then, the storyline at the end, it was one of those games that I like mastered the fighting, and then when I fought the end boss, like none of the things that I mastered fucking worked. So it was hard as fuck.
Well, I think that's how it should be.
See, I like...
It should be challenged. It shouldn't be like, oh, you be able to cheese and spam the stuff.
Well, I don't want to cheese and spam. I just want the things that I've mastered to be like, you have to have mastered them to be able to beat the boss. Does that make sense?
Oh, I
Yeah,
know
that
what you're
makes sense.
saying.
So it's
That
like
makes
you
sense.
get really, really good at it, but the boss is still hard as
Right.
fuck. But the only way you're going to beat him is if you mastered shit. So it's
Right.
not a game
If
that
you-
you
if
could
you-
put down for 6 months.
Like if you have to develop like the sense of skill and timing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah. So why don't you tell me what's your favorite part about these new Assassin's Creeds?
Well, I like the RPG aspect, of the games. But say like one of my favorite things, it's like one of the things that I like, but I also hate. Say like when you complete like the main story in say like Odyssey, because like the main story is like he's trying to like what happens is there's this big cult who I think eventually becomes like the Templar or whatever. They're trying to like kill Leonidas's bloodline.
Yeah.
And they come up with this like conspiracy theory that that the main characters, it's like a brother and sister, that the newborn, depending on who you choose to play with as Cassandra or Alexios, the younger one is going to be like the downfall of Sparta.
Right.
So they go to sacrifice him, and it's like the bigger sibling goes to try to stop it, but the baby still goes overboard, and then because you're now deemed as a traitor to like Sparta, they throw you off the mountain, but you survive. And
How?
Then I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess you get the blood of a god in you from the Isu. And then, so the main storyline is about you trying to find your mother. And then it's like also like a secondary main storyline where you go around looking for the cult and assassinating its members. You know?
Killing the Templars.
So it sounds like the same fucking game as all the other ones.
Yeah, this is like pre-Templar, and it has like a bunch of like side missions that are cool too. Like
Origins, right?
Well, both in like Origins and Odyssey.
Which one comes first chronologically?
Origins.
So wait,
and then like you fight like mythical beasts.
Okay, so ancient Egypt comes before ancient Greece. Yes, got it.
Yeah. So like they got like side missions where you got to fight all these like mythical creatures, like the Cretan bull.
That's dope.
And,
dude, like, I want to play those games so bad. I should just buy one.
Yeah.
Which one would you recommend of those two?
Of those two? They're the same in a lot of ways. But there's like key differences in some of them. Honestly, I think I'll give a slight edge to Origins, but I think given like the story and the mythology and stuff, I think you would enjoy Odyssey more than Origins.
Fuck. But then the Valhalla's coming out. It's like, why not just wait for that? But I'm not paying full price for no fucking Assassin's Creed games.
Dude, I know they're all in this PlayStation store for sale.
Yeah, like for
so you can actually get
them on PC.
Get all the whole catalog. They have all the games on there.
Yeah, so I can play one of them and then never play the other ones. That I'm not getting swindled. Okay.
You should get the one on the Switch, 3 and Rogue.
I want to get Black Flag. Yeah, on Switch. But you said that one's trash.
I think it's trash, but you might.
I don't know, man. I heard that Black Flag's supposed to be one of the better ones.
It looks dope. I love games where you can use.
No, but
boats.
like if you think Black Flag is dope, I think Rogue is way better.
Well, you get both of them.
Yeah. So it's a win-win. But Rogue is a DLC. It's not a disc. It's not like a physical thing. Yeah. You have to go in the store and like enter in the code or whatever. Yeah. Download it.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. That's
even if you get the physical, it only gives you physical of Assassin's Creed 3.
Okay, so I don't know.
Or the other game. My bad. Whatever game it's packed.
So Valhalla looks epic, but
it does. I love Viking shit.
But they're really getting away from like from what I've seen of the combat system. It's so brutal. I'm like, you like lopping off heads, skulls, stomping people. But
you're not a refined assassin anymore.
Yeah, I think it's less like they have like less. And granted, you gotta think the demo footage that I watched, it's only like a couple hours of the game, and it's like it didn't reveal any main story stuff. So that stuff could still be in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like for me, like when my play style on Origins and Odyssey, I used to always try to do like the stealth assassin stuff, and then if I was discovered, like okay, you okay? Like okay, we got to squabble now or whatever. But
do those games have a multiplayer?
No,
none of them.
I think what was it? Assassin's Creed 3 had multiplayer, and one of the Ezio games had multiplayer. But the new ones don't have multiplayer?
No.
Damn.
They got a lot of DLC. The DLC for Odyssey is dope.
I know Unity you could play like two player missions.
Nah, it's not even dope.
That's a game that I would love to be 2-player. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played Dying Light, the zombie game.
Yeah. That's the first person.
Yeah, it's first person, but it's like traversal like Assassin's Creed. That game was fun as fuck playing with friends. And I just know that Assassin's Creed would be the same enjoyment.
Yeah, it probably would. It would have been super dope in Odyssey because, like in Odyssey, they have this they have like this bounty system. So if you go around so there's loot that you can just pick up in like different towns and cities and stuff that it's cool. And then they got other loot where if it's like got like a little red icon on it, it's like, oh, you're stealing it or whatever. And if people see you, do crimes, stealing, killing people, stuff like that, somebody will put a bounty on your head, and then this bounty hunter, who's like a specialized like mercenary, sort of like you, will come and try to hunt you down. And
I like that.
Yeah, kill you. No, it's dope. However, there's some like problems. One of the things I don't like, so like they'll go to where the last place you were seen, and say like you go somewhere else. Say if you go take your boat to like a different island in Greece, and then you try to do a fort and somebody spots you, the bounty hunter will magically just appear. I'm like, how do you know I'm here?
Damn.
They got
like,
cell phones.
Like he would just like spawn. And also, wow, if you got like a bounty, you can either pay it off or you can just the way to clear the bounty is you pay off the money for the bounty, you go kill the sponsor, or you just go confront the mercenary and kill him yourself. But if you like let it like linger and you're doing like a story mission, like you risk the bounty hunter showing up in the middle of that mission and like fucking up your flow.
Yeah, dude, that happens in a Rogue and Black Flag. But the thing is, like, those have boats and shit, so they have their own fucking boats that they'll like follow you and shit. It's crazy.
No. I had a mercenary run into me on a boat before too. It's like they just like kind of like roam around, But I mean, it gets like frustrating. Like there's like a certain part in the mission where
are there different like levels to your bounty, or is it just you're wanted and you're wanted?
No, there's different levels. So the higher the bounty, the more mercenaries come after you. Because one time I had like 3 mercenaries on my top, and 2 of them were significantly higher level than me. And I was like, yo, I got to pay this off. This is ridiculous. You know what I mean?
And what do you pay it off through the main menu or some shit? Or
who pays it? The Templars?
No, you pay it out your own pocket.
No. Who pays them to come after you? Is it the Templars?
No. Say so this game is set in the middle of like the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta.
Right.
So depending on where you at.
Yo, I actually think that's the first one in the series.
What do you mean?
That's like the first. That's the first assassin, I think.
The Origins?
Odyssey. I don't know why, but I remember. I might be remembering it wrong. I did watch a YouTube video.
Remembering the damn commercials?
No. I think he might be right. I think
that's like the first assassins were born.
I think there's
Leonidas' seed.
Yeah, I think there's like a DLC
and then
that you can get for Odyssey.
Egypt came after.
No.
No, I mean Greece and Rome were both at the same time. Like ancient Greece, ancient Rome, ancient Egypt were all at the same time.
But yeah. Well, part of Origins also has to deal with Rome trying to get Egypt to fall under its control, and
Cleopatra.
Yep, Cleopatra
and Marcus Antony.
No, Julius Caesar.
Well, yeah, Julius Caesar goes over there, and then he comes back, and then Mark Antony goes over and bangs.
Mark Antony.
Yeah, but this has to do with like say like the siege of Alexandria.
Yeah, that's like the Octavius comes right after Julius Caesar. That is like 300 BC to like 300 AD. The fall of Rome is around like 400 AD. The Roman Republic and the Roman Empire, like it switches over around, oddly enough, when Jesus is quote born. And I know that the Peloponnesian Wars are 400 like 98 BC to like 300 something BC. So that just a quick time, just a little bit of history for y'all.
Got you.
Yeah, but I think I can't remember which one because I didn't get a lot of the DLC. But I think there's a DLC for Odyssey where it's like it's like history of the first blade or the first hidden blade or something like that.
Right.
So the only DLC.
Yeah, that's right. I watched that in the YouTube. The first use of the hidden blade.
Yeah. I think that's DLC for Odyssey. Mm-hmm. The only DLC I have for Odyssey is the Atlantis DLC. So. And the main character, spoiler alert, the person who raised you in Odyssey is a general, Niklaus of Sparta, but that's not your real father. Your real father is Pythagoras. Who's the dude who created the Pythagorean theorem?
Pythagoras.
Yeah, Pythagoras. And he's he has like the staff of Hermes, which is whole part of like one of the artifacts of the Isu and all that, the Eden stuff. And he's guarding the like gates to Atlantis, and that's your real father.
And he dies, right? Doesn't he die when he gives it to the?
Yes, exactly. Because that was the only thing that
Spoiler
was keeping.
alert! Fuck you.
That,
if you
well, I
got
already
the
yeah.
game
That was the
spoiled
only.
for you.
That sounds fucking ridiculous.
That was the, but I mean that's like a mythological thing. So it was like the only thing that was keeping him alive was that staff to guard. He was like a sentry for like the gates of Atlantis.
Yeah.
So you can like DLC where you go into Atlantis and you're fighting like gods. You know.
Yeah.
Because
Fighting the Isu, right?
Well, I haven't started that DLC yet because I still.
How many hours
like,
you log on that game?
Probably around like 80.
Okay, so it's like okay. Good. I like to hear that you're.
But you beat it already. What hour did you beat it in?
Maybe around like. So the main storyline where you're trying to find your mother and like technically like the game's like over. Maybe around like 55, 60 hours maybe. But
that's dope.
But at that point, if you're not doing like a bunch of side missions and stuff, you've only explored half of the map. Right. You still have like a whole bunch of unrelated quests that you have to do. The Cult of Cosmos, like quests, even though it's like also kind of like main.
Who are they?
Well, I think those are the people because I haven't finished that because it's like they have like a bunch of different branches or whatever.
Is that who becomes like the Templar?
Yes, I think that's what it's.
Like who? Like,
I think that's what it's alluding to. Well,
control.
And
the assassins just want freedom, so it's just like control and freedom, basically.
Well, yeah. Well, in Odyssey, because it seems like the cult's going to be like the seed for like the Templars. In Odyssey, what they're trying to do is they're trying to control, because they're the ones who like started the Peloponnesian War, but they also trying to wipe Leonidas's bloodline off of like the map.
Whoa.
Because of his
because he can't be, his bloodline has a little bit of Isu in it, and they don't have. I said this about the neurotransmitters earlier, that they can't be controlled by the pieces of Eden. Those pieces of Eden, those artifacts. The people like the assassins can't be Desmond, Altair, Ezio. They can't be Cassandra. They can't be controlled by those pieces of Eden. So the Templars and the bad guys, they want to kill all these people so that they can subjugate the world with the pieces of Eden.
Can I insert something real quick?
You can insert whatever you want.
So in Rogue, everything, they show you everything on the map. Everything is shown on the map. You don't even have to like do anything in like you don't have to explore.
There's no like fog of war.
There's no fog of war. There's just everything is on the map, and you know where everything is, and just try to get it. But it's kind of weird at first. Like I don't know, Roshawn, how like the other games are. They like that or?
Well, no, you can like see the whole map and places where you have to go, but places that you haven't physically been explored. They'll have like question marks, so you won't actually know what's there until you go there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I like that too. At least you like know some shit's out there.
Yeah. One of the side things that I like is that they have the arena. You know, like the gladiator shit, and you can become like a champion of arena where you have to go and do arena fights and stuff.
No, that's dope.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, I always wanted him to do a samurai. I don't know why.
Everybody wants them to do one, but they're refusing to do one.
Well, you know, it's so funny. PlayStation have a game called Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
Which is supposed to be insanely good. You know, I've seen like a lot of people say.
And it's a PlayStation only game, so it's like one of those must buys.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say, like in forums and stuff, that Ghost of Tsushima is the Assassin's Creed game they always wanted.
Can you climb and shit? Is that a traversal game?
No, I've seen people. I only seen like a limited footage, but I've seen people climb. You know, it seems to have like similar mechanics. But
they
I'm
have
not
that
sure.
other game that's like that though. Shadows Die Twice.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But that's on all the consoles.
Yeah, that's
Except for
more
Nintendo.
like a fuck. What are those games?
That's like a
called?
Batman game, right?
No,
It's like Batman, Dark
I thought it was
Souls.
more like Dark Souls. Yeah, I thought it was more like hard, like a Japanese version of Dark Souls, Samurai era Dark Souls.
Well, as far as like the air goes, like it's like Batman, like you got a bat claw and some other shit. Yeah, so
dude,
like fighting like Dark Souls, like in the air, like Batman.
yeah, because I don't like the fighting in Batman where it's just like press this button and then somebody's about to attack you from behind. Press this button.
Did you ever try to like kill 100 people in one combo? You could do that. That's the hard shit to do.
I did that shit in Shadow of Mordor. I don't know if you ever played that shit.
Oh my goodness!
Nah.
I just gave that to somebody. One of my
Did
buddies.
you ever play it?
I it's not Shadow of Mordor. It was Shadow of War.
Yeah, that's the second one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard they
Shadow of
fucked
Mordor
up the
was-
ending to that.
Probably fucking.
So I have a question for you guys. Like, so how was the loot in like the previous games? Because one of the things
Fruitful and too
Fuck,
much.
dude, I don't remember.
it's the same in like Odyssey.
Okay.
Like
too
at
much
first it was
loot?
like so like
I,
you get
at one
even
point,
like
the loot doesn't even matter. When you get to a certain point, loot money doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter whether you pick
What-
up for
what-
bodies.
Isn't that
You
what?
just
Isn't
have,
that
like-
like life? Like you get too old.
No, dude.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying like with the loot here, like you get like crafting materials to like upgrade gear, and then you get like gear itself. But it's like it's way too easy to acquire. There's like one point like in my gear inventory, I had like 300 pieces, and I had to like dismantle and store a bunch of it because when you carry too much loot, then your character can't run and do
Yeah.
certain like acrobatics because it's weighing you down. It's like I would want it to be
It's like just put this shit in storage, man.
yeah, I want it to be like it got to a point where it didn't feel like a reward anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Like-
Just
Well,
cumbersome. It's just extra shit.
That brings me.
it's just so easy to get.
That brings me to another point in Fallout. There's normal mode, and normal mode it makes it so that it doesn't count your ammo as weighted material. But if you play on hard mode, it counts all the ammo you have as weighted material. So
Dude, I know. I remember that.
Yeah,
They
that
did that
shit's
in New
crazy.
Vegas, right?
yeah.
Yeah, we talk about Fallout. Not this week, but the following week with Bert. It's
Oh,
gonna
you
be
had
exciting.
you had Bert on the pod?
No, we're gonna have him in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, yeah. I love Bert, yo. And he's like a snobbish type gamer, like he's like so refined, like his
He likes to find like the good indie games and then not play them. It seems like.
I mean, I don't know about that, but like he's like, I would probably say he's probably like one of the more out of my friends, like the pure like gamers. Like he's super critical, you know,
Gotcha.
about like his gaming experience. Like me, I'm like kind of like forgiving. Like some people really like good story, and I can forgive not having a good story if the gameplay is fun. If I'm having
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
sandbox
Playing.
games
Yeah.
are, you know? Like
Pretty much.
I'll be chopping down a tree for 20 minutes having a fucking great time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I talked to Bert about playing like a little party game that's ridiculous, but would be fun to do like every now and then. Fall Guys.
Oh,
He
that's
was
just
like-
that's
Oh,
just tight as
dude.
fuck.
You know what? I'm
Yo.
pretty mad at myself because I downloaded that on a buddy's account. So now
Oh,
he
you paid
stopped.
the $20?
He stopped. I'm about to start paying $20, but like he stopped paying for his PlayStation Plus. So like the game's locked on my system now, and I wish I would have downloaded it off of somebody else when it was free.
Damn.
Damn, you played yourself,
Damn.
homie.
Yeah, but I was like, yo, we should play Fall Guys, and he was just like turned his nose. I was like, I'm not playing that. Like I'm a real gamer type.
Dude, that shit
Yeah,
was
get
pretty
it.
dope.
Fuck outta
That's just
here.
like that's just like MXC.
Yeah, that is what it's like. Fucking love that show.
Yeah. Yo, I seen a meme. It was so funny, right? It was talking about like PC players is like, look at my PC. You know, I can have 500 frames, you know, a second. And then it's like indie game producers, beam people go, wee. And it had like Among Us and Fall Guys like in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played that shit Among Us.
Dude,
Yo, Among
we
Us is
should
dope.
play that. The three of us should play that for sure.
That's only
Yeah,
for
yeah.
PC though, right?
Nah, it's for your
No,
phone.
you can play.
play it
You
on
can
your
play.
phone.
You can play it
What?
on mobile, but
Yes, sir.
it's in the Steam. It's in the Steam store. It's only like
It
$5.
is for $5. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's funner when you can like play and actually voice chat with people. It's like normally when I play with the people that I play with,
Oh, okay.
we're in Discord
Gotcha.
and like playing because like what happens is
That's another system I need to start using. Discord.
Yeah,
I
it's
made
pretty.
an account and I don't
fairly
use
easy.
it. I don't know how to use it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
dude,
well,
I can
well,
teach
a
you
lot
that
of-
shit in like 8 seconds.
a lot of PC gamers who stream because they don't do like the in-game chat or they'll mute everybody. They'll just make a Discord server and they do
Okay.
the game chats in Discord. I mean, it's free and it works great. You can even stream stuff in there too.
Oh, that's sick. That's pretty
Yeah,
tight.
this yeah, like I mentioned it before on an
Discord's
earlier
dope, man.
pod.
It's old. It's an old website. They've been using Discord's
Really?
been around for a minute.
Yeah,
Nice
well,
to talk
I
to.
use the app. So
Yeah, I use the app as well. I use the app on my computer, and sometimes I use the website whenever I need to. But it's good. It's good communication technology.
Yeah,
Even though it
no,
is
no,
kind
no.
of a fucking dumb setup. It's hard to
Yeah.
find shit sometimes.
yeah, like you have to find the link for like the invitation, or like sometimes
Gotcha,
it can be like
gotcha.
hard to like search. But if you're trying to build like a lot of streamers who want to build like a community around their content, Discord is like the perfect tool because you have like all these like Reddit style forums where you
Yep.
can talk about different things, and then you got like your voice chat forums where you can be like voice chatting for like specific games. My homegirl Dirty Sparkle on Twitch, she every Sunday she hosts like a movie night for her
That's pretty
supporters
tight.
and followers and stuff, and they all watch a movie in the Discord.
That's pretty tight.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's pretty tight. It also sounds like fucking dumb. Like good for her for like getting her community like engaged and shit. But it's like I've been proven wrong, but there was a time where sitting watching video games, other people play video games. I was like, why the fuck would you do that? Why not just
Yeah,
go play the game?
yeah.
But yo,
Yeah,
remember
and
I
it's
get it.
and that's exploding.
I get it. It's huge. That's what we want to do. We want to be video game streamers. The three of us. Like we would love to have people watch us play games, give us money. The fuck,
Be the next Doctor Disrespect.
dude.
You know,
I
he's
don't need
like
to be
making
that
levels
much.
for like a company. I heard.
Yeah, well, I know he got banned from Twitch. He had like an exclusive deal with Twitch. Now he's streaming on YouTube. But I was watching him play Rogue Company like the other week or whatever. And I was just like looking in the chat because you can see like the donations. And like the hour that I was watching him, like
Yeah,
he had to
dude.
make like a few $100s, even more than that, like in donations.
No,
Like,
but he's really good at that shit too, though.
No. He's like, from what I've seen, he puts on a show,
Yeah,
like
dude,
straight
yeah.
up. Like his setup has to be insane. Cause like when he'll go to like cutscenes, sometimes like he'll like get up from his chair. It'll be like a whole green screen. Like he puts on a show. He's playing a character, and it's compelling to watch.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think like streaming is like it's almost it's a lot of luck involved, even if you're fantastic. But if you put like a shitload of work into it, you're treating it like writing. Like if
you
you
know
treat it
what's
like a hobby,
crazy?
it's always going to be a hobby.
You know what's crazy about it?
Facts,
They show
facts.
commercials of people streaming on Disney Channel. I
Yeah,
go
you
over to
were
my
saying.
boy's house and like he's got Disney Channel playing and it's a commercial, but it's just a commercial of other streamers streaming games. It's like,
Well, dude, imagine
What?
like you're a streamer, you're a video game streamer, and then fucking Disney approaches you for fucking
yeah, that's crazy, dude.
like, hey, we think your ads will do well on our fucking Disney fucking TV channel. That would be huge.
We don't got enough saturation. There
And
you
you
go.
know what's crazy about that? You know, depending on the kind of streamer you are, if you're more family friendly, Disney has a license for like a bunch of different games.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
They own Marvel.
Yeah,
well,
they own a
but-
ton of shit.
Yeah, but what's that game that came out? Was it Kingdom of Hearts?
Oh yeah, Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts and Square
yeah.
Enix teamed up for that guy.
They had a baby.
You know, like so, like
they did.
the potential for collaboration.
That's not the first baby daddy. The first baby daddy was Final Fantasy. Remember, guys? And then they took Final Fantasy away from Kingdom Hearts. And now it's all about Toy Story.
Yep. Fuck that game, though. But I wanted to wrap it up. We don't have to do full 90 today. I'm not in. There's not much to talk about Assassin's Creed, but there is one thing that we didn't talk about that I need to bring up.
Nanomachines.
The Assassin's Creed movie starring Michael.
Oh no! You went there.
I forgot
You went Dragon Ball Evolution on us.
Starring
Pretty much.
Michael Fassbender.
Yo, I love Michael Fassbender.
He's a good actor, though.
Dude, Michael
He's a great
Fassbender's
actor.
the fucking man, and I
Act
bet
his
you
way
he
out
was
of anything.
disappointed as shit.
I didn't see the movie, so
Dude,
Yo,
you know what?
I saw the movie, but
Oh yeah, of course you gotta watch this shit.
I can't remember anything specific from it.
I
except for,
remember.
like-
I remember him wearing a robe,
Yeah, like I just
and then he wore like a sweater.
what?
And
know,
there were
so,
other
like-
assassins.
Wait, I thought you were acting like you watched the movie. You didn't
I
even
did
see
watch the movie. It was trash.
yeah.
But I
went-
don't want to say that shit in case Michael Fassbender starts listening to our podcast. He was like, I thought I was going to hang out with that guy because I want to hang out with Michael Fassbender.
For years, he was the
Yeah.
dude who played in Prometheus. That's what I called him for a while. So I didn't know what his name was. So I was like, that's that dude from Prometheus.
Yeah. And he was also Magneto.
Dude, he played a hell of a Magneto.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about, dude? That first fucking assassin or X-Men
First Class.
First Class was first trash.
What? That was like the best one out of
No.
the fucking new movies, dude.
No, the best one was the one where they all go back in time and shit.
You didn't like First Class?
No,
Dude, First Class
Dude.
was really cool.
dude,
It was. I love First Class.
I didn't like first.
We're in disagreement.
We
It was
am.
crazy.
I didn't like First Class for
He
the
said
specific
first
reason
ass.
and what was those?
because
Because they changed
Professor
the
Xavier is
actress.
trying to teach Fassbender how to be Magneto and move stuff, and he's basically just like fucking pretending to be like a dumb like magician, moving his shit, moving metal. He's just like, ugh, he's like constipated, like trying to get shit.
Oh, but Magneto's a level 5, right?
No, he's an Omega level.
Oh, yeah.
Don't play.
He's
Don't
Omega
play.
level?
He's
Yeah.
an Omega level mutant.
But the only
Stop
reason he's
playing.
Omega level is because most of the world's made out of metal.
Yeah, and
They put
you
this
gotta,
man
you
in
gotta
a
remember,
rubber box, and then it's over.
you gotta remember, in First Class, he hadn't even realized how he can like use like
He couldn't
like
do
the
anything.
magnetic
That's
field,
what I hated about it.
like the magnetic field and
him
stuff. Like,
trying
he hadn't
to
even
do that
unlocked his
shit.
potential.
The specifically, this is what I didn't like about it. The training sequences of the movie where he was learning how to move metal were just fucking trash.
I have to rewatch those.
Between Serenity and between like Pain and Serenity or something he was trying to tell him. Because he just you talking about when he's like trying to get him to move the satellite, that big satellite dish.
That was a dope scene.
No.
Yeah, I liked it.
I thought that was a good scene.
I disagree. But I will say that the X-Men Days of Future Past was, I think, my favorite X-Men movie of all of them.
You know the first
The Days of Future Past was great. I really didn't like Apocalypse. I was
trash.
I'm kind of on the fence about Apocalypse.
You know, the first one was written by David Hayter, who was the voice of Solid Snake in Metal Gear.
I did not know
Really?
that. That's pretty fucking
Yes, sir.
dope.
And that's why the
is
rest of
dope.
them were trash, because he didn't write the rest of them.
The first one was
He just
good.
wrote the first one.
First X-Men was good. The second
Then they fired
second
his
X-Men
ass.
was good. X-Men 3 was kind of lame. And then First Class was kind of lame. Most of the origin story.
Origins was trash-ola.
Logan was dope. And
Logan-
Days of
Everybody
Future
cried.
Past was
I
dope.
didn't cry. I did not cry. Everybody said they cried.
Dog, it's okay. It's okay if you did.
I might have
cry.
shed a
You don't
tear when
gotta-
Tony Stark passed, but not Logan.
Dude, Logan was fun though. That was a fun movie. I really enjoyed that. We went to see that in the theaters, didn't we, Roshawn?
What?
Logan.
Yeah,
Yeah, we went to go see that together. We held hands.
yeah. And we didn't do like a little kid holding hands. Like we
We poked
interlocked
holes in the
fingers.
bottom of our popcorn.
Whoa.
We interlocked.
Did you use
fingers.
hot butter, though?
Yeah. I
Oh
like,
my God.
dude, hot butter
Extra-
on the pee hole.
extra salt.
Fucking
Dude,
great.
that just reminds me. I was seeing this
Hot
like
butter
thing.
and
It was
salt on the
called
pee hole.
It was called.
We didn't do that.
It was called Ultimate Cheapskates, and this dude takes his girl out to the movies, and he's like, "I'll be right back," and he digs in the trash and gets a used bag for popcorn and fills it up for like 50-cent popcorn, and they're both eating out of it. And she's talking about how she loves going out with this dude.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say that he like filled up a plastic bag of hot butter.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yo, could you imagine like a straight up grocery bag filled like to the brim with hot butter, and you like tie it off?
Like when you go to the section where you like doing like the wholesale peanuts and shit.
Wow.
Like, sir, we don't normally stop people from taking too much.
Yeah, that's
hot
the worst
butter,
part of
but
that's the worst part of the movies for me is getting hot butter on my dick.
Sir, we don't want to tell you what to do, but we don't think you should fill your pocket with hot butter.
Yo, popcorn's the best. Yo, that's like
No, dude, butter's the best.
Favorite.
Popcorn's okay.
Dude, that one shit, it's crack. Don't do it. It's called puffcorn. It's basically popcorn that you don't get stuck in your
Sounds
teeth.
like a rapper's name.
And it's like Munchos, like the Muncho chips that just dissolve in your mouth.
Dude, you talking about?
you talking about? It's kind
Pirate's
of like
Booty?
Yeah, I was gonna say you talking about pirate booty.
You talking about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Pirate's Booty?
Yes.
It's got Captain Crunch on the front of it.
Yo, that's like expensive, like Captain Crunch.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yo, don't put it in milk though. That should be fucking gross.
Yeah, there go your potential sponsorship with Pirates Booty. That's
I'm
like
gonna hit him
high-end
up.
popcorn
I'm gonna
too.
hit him
Wait,
up
is
and
that
be
the
like,
name
hey,
of the
listen to our
cereal?
episode.
Pirates Booty?
No, it's popcorn. It's
No,
like
it's
in
like
the snack aisle.
it's like those little packing peanuts, but they put cheddar cheese on it.
Yeah,
it's
pretty much that crack.
Yeah.
That crack that I ate a whole fucking $2 bag, dude.
Yo, you imagine
Never
like
again.
approaching.
The first time I saw Pirate Booty, it was only in stores like Gelson's and Whole Foods, but now you can find it like Ralph's.
Man, it's just expensive
Yeah.
as fuck. But dude,
It is.
imagine
It's
like
always
approaching like Pirates Booty and be like, hey, can you listen to our podcast? We talked about Pirates Booty for 3 minutes. You just got to get past a whole bunch of other shit. 70 minutes of the other shit we talk about right around.
Right around minute.
Well, but you know what?
Right
You know what I
around the
find?
Assassin's Creed trash talk.
If I was like a big level streamer, I would totally try to get sponsorship from snack companies because a lot of people,
that's
who are watching the streams, they're sitting back watching it like a TV show. Why
What's
not
that
be
one
snacking
shit
on
that
something?
sponsoring everybody? G Fuel?
Yeah, G Fuel.
Oh yeah,
Powder water drink?
yeah, powder drink, yeah.
They
Because
have
like right
the
now,
I'll
Sonic
never
flavor
ever
now.
buy that.
yeah,
shit.
like right now, those powder drinks and energy drinks,
Did you
they
say
kind of like
Sonic
dominate.
flavor?
Yeah, they got Sonic Peach Rings flavor.
Really?
My God, what did peach rings have to do with Sonic?
I don't know because of the rings, but I
People are
never thought they would
monsters.
taste like peaches. Kind of
Yeah.
like Tails' butthole, probably.
Yeah,
It's like blue coloring, food coloring.
Does Tails have 3 buttholes?
I don't know. Tails is not even
He
blue.
should.
Tails
Or he
is
just has like
orange.
a really wide butthole.
Yeah, I don't know anything about buttholes, but you bringing up Sonic made me think.
You know enough about your own butthole. It would be fair enough to assume that you know as much about buttholes as we do, because
Maybe.
everybody's got a butthole.
Maybe.
Don't be saying
Yo,
you don't know
but-
nothing about buttholes, thinking that you're better than everybody else.
Yeah, he got so angry. No, but you made me think of this. You ever seen that meme or whatever? And it was like a dude who was like somebody on Twitter, I think. And they was talking about their experience about how they were walking and they tripped and a bunch of change fell out their pocket. And some dude on the bus was like, "Damn, Sonic, are you okay?"
Oh, that's hilarious. We're gonna disappear. Hurry up. Oh,
was like,
man.
yeah.
That's fucking funny. Yeah.
That's so funny. It's like I wish I had the opportunity and thought of that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, right? That's funny as shit.
Dude, yeah, that might be something that you got to put into a movie. You know what I mean? Like in a script or a story, like, oh, the dude fell, all the change came out, and you're like, yo, this man over here like Sonic the Hedgehog.
no, but like with the dude when they wrote like, "Damn," like I heard how that person said it in their
Yo,
head.
can you send me that? Can you
person,
find that and send that to me? I want
yeah,
that.
I'll try. Yeah.
I want that in
'Cause you
my
know that
life.
person was like, "Damn, Sonic, are you okay?"
If you get hit again, you're gonna die. You better pick up some more rings.
For real.
Shit.
That's isn't that that's like a thing, right? You get hit 2 times, and
Yeah, you get
in
hit
games
once, you
and you're
lose all your
dead.
rings, and then if you get hit with no rings, you die.
With Mario, you had to hit him, and then he got small, and then you hit him again.
Yeah. No, we didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about that at all.
That's so weird.
That's like Mario. It's like you get hit and you lose 50% of your body mass.
Somebody hit me right now.
Shit.
Oh man.
Yo, I think we're good. We're good to end it there, right? You guys learn anything? You learn anything great?
Dude, that's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I think it's like between Matt, because you don't you played the first one. That's
enough. I think that qualifies me to be able to speak on it.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed fanboys who might listen to this particular podcast are going to
they're going to show up at my doorstep with white hoods on, just
they might
over
also,
their eyes.
They might also tear me to shreds. Like, yo,
I want somebody to send me hate mail about Black Flag.
Our beloved
That'd make
series.
my day.
I wish somebody would show up and try and talk shit about me talking shit about a game they like. Like, yo, dog, I have a real gun, sir. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man,
Fictional scenario.
I'll hit you with a Nintendo Zapper.
What?
I just be walking around with the duck hunt gun.
Yo,
Dude,
Banks.
ColecoVision had like a straight up shotgun. I don't know if you know about that. You could look that up.
Somebody had a custom Glock made to look like the original Duck Hunt Nintendo gun.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
That's awesome. Well, shit. Well, hey, let's stop it there. Roshawn, thanks again for joining us. I'm gonna have you on more often because this is always fun. This is always
it was a good time.
This is always a good time. It's like low stress, talking to you because you fucking know about games.
Yeah, I love being on. Y'all guys are friends. Just shooting the shit with your friends, talking about things that you like
on drugs.
So I don't condone that, but
I think in between all of us, we know like 2/3 of the whole series, and the whole one other third that we didn't talk about is gonna get mad as fuck.
Yeah, our demographic is middle-aged women anyway, so it's like whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, clearly we're the expert of experts.
Yeah, the sexperts, if you like.
But between Syndicate, Origins, and Odyssey, I probably logged maybe almost 200 hours. So
yeah,
I feel like
it's one of them series. Like you got to play it a lot. Like there's too much to do.
So why not? I might not be like the most hardcore fan, having played like every game in the series. I know a little, particularly more about the newer ones. You know what I mean? But
yeah. Shit. Well, Sean, thanks for coming on. Ted, you want to do any outro? You want to say anything to the peoples?
Get your motherfucking engine right, Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft. Get your motherfucking engine right.
For real.
Thanks again to Daniel Redfalk of Remotely FM, and I want to we're going to keep shouting out BNAP, whose music is playing right now.
Nap.
It's not playing right now. I'm gonna have to edit it in, but while I'm saying this, it'll be playing. All right, say goodbye to the world and the video game peoples.
Late.
This is high-end gaming Assassin's Creed episode with a Glowshawn.
Yeah. Check me out on Roshawn Respawn's Facebook, Gaming, and Twitch.
Do it, or we're gonna show up at your house.
He's not. That has nothing to do with me. That's something separate.
Peace.
Peace.
Late.